Last night.
Yeah. You're gonna hate what we did last night.
Last night, me, CJ, and again finding a bar just to sit
Yeah.
where we could hear ourselves think
Yeah.
and watch Game 7 of the World Series. And
Like-
as we're searching for that unicorn of a bar, we also deal with the complicating factor of neither CJ nor I having our IDs.
But Molly didn't know that she didn't have her ID at first. Like, we walked up to this bar, and I was like, just so everyone knows, I don't have my ID.
Yeah, you made a
and
meal
I
of
don't know
it.
where it is.
Yeah.
Don't ask. And then I said later in the night, I was like, the bouncer at that bar was my favorite kind of old guy, because he was like down to riff.
Yeah.
Where he was like, you girl, what? And you're 16. And we were like, yeah.
And then he was like, all right, you can like live by the good grace of your friends having their IDs. And we're like, I'm like, yeah, you little pipsqueak, you got no.
absolute grifter. And then Molly opens her wallet and she's like, uh-oh.
Erin's already gone in at this point.
Yeah,
It
Erin's like
takes
having
her,
a beer.
like, takes her 2 minutes and then poke her head out and go, are you fucking kidding me?
She's like, neither. And then she starts yelling at the bouncer, this is what it's like to be friends with them. It's a nightmare. They never have their IDs. Oh. Yeah, it was really great.
I was just delighted to find mine in my purse this morning
You
because I
did?
have to fly in a few
Oh,
hours.
thank God. Wait, this is a fun. I told you this, that a few weeks ago I went over to Dan's for like a night. We all went over for like a bonfire in his backyard.
Yeah.
And I went with Ju. I think we went together. We like, so I brought like a bunch of beers, and I guess my ID fell into the box with the beers.
Because
What
what,
did you
you
guys?
were you using your bra as a
I know
wallet?
exactly what happened.
What happened?
When you ordered the beer to your apartment, you had to get your ID out for the guy delivering it. And so you
Yes.
obviously never put it away, you just put it on top of the box.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's
producer Jupes has just filled in the holes. So you took your ID out to give to, you ordered the beers.
I did.
And
Yeah, I forgot.
Because you don't like to go outside.
All right.
You're like Hector.
Okay, that's not true. I was just very busy, so I ordered the beers to be delivered. And yes, of course, I took my ID out, showed it to the guy to verify, and then I didn't put it back anywhere.
Right.
And then it fell into the box, and then, but anyway, I didn't know that it fell into the box. And then like a week later, Dan was cleaning out his backyard from like all the beers, and he just sent a picture of my ID at the bottom of one of the boxes and was like, bro.
And didn't you fly like...
Well, and I didn't know it was missing, of course.
Of course.
Not my business. And like, thank God he texted because I had a flight the next day, and I was like, so I had to, and he lives in Queens, so I had to stop at
On
his
your way to
apartment
the
on the way to
airport?
LaGuardia to pick up my license. And he was in the shower, so he like left it outside, and then but his window opens up onto the backyard, so he like popped his head out. Anyway,
So he popped his penis out.
yeah. So that's, my ID. That's a story
Yeah,
about my ID.
we were kind of bad last
We were
night,
kind
but
of
it's okay.
And then, should we tell so then we're walking from that bar to, like, the next...
We go through such trials and tribulations just to get in, and then we decide, no.
Yeah, true. We go in, and then we're immediately like, no.
So 30 seconds later, the bouncer's going, are you guys kidding me?
He was like, fuck you guys.
He was like, good luck finding another man like me.
He really was.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're never going to be able to come back here smoking a cigarette. Anyway, then we're trying to get to the next bar, and we're crossing the crosswalk.
Yeah.
And there's a man standing in the middle of the crosswalk doing like a Michael Jackson.
Like a thriller zombie pose.
Zombie pose with his one arm raised in the air, the other one pointing down to the ground, and he's kind of leaning over.
His head's kind of like perpendicular to his neck.
Yeah. And we thought that maybe he was doing like a costume.
You thought he was filming a TikTok.
No, I thought he was getting an Instagram photo. Because I thought it was a Halloween costume.
Totally.
Because he was wearing like PJ pants,
Trench.
a trench coat, and a small bucket hat.
Yeah.
And then he was hitting
And a
the throat.
gorgeous gold pinky ring.
And a gorgeous gold pinky ring as well. But then I was like, let me just like look back just to like see what's going on. And he's like giving us a look. Like,
having a health episode.
he's having a health episode. And he's like, and he goes, I was like, are you okay? And he was like, no, please help me. So we then I was like, all right, so and he was
very
like,
disoriented.
He was disoriented. He was
Yeah.
like, you need to call the police. I don't know where I
Yeah.
am. And I'm far from home.
Home should be near.
Yeah, he was speaking in riddles. So we called 911, and then we're like, all right, like, don't worry, help is on the way.
Yeah.
But then he starts.
He keeps leaning.
He's leaning.
Keeps leaning more and more, and I'm the tallest, so I'm thinking, I have to go spot him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So Molly, but you really didn't, to be honest.
I just went and stood kind of near him going, hey, hey.
We did already, this thriller.
Yeah.
So then he's like sort of falling into the ground, and Molly's like, okay, gotcha, that's good. And then he finally hits the ground.
He does bring himself to the ground safely and softly.
Yeah, and then goes into the fetal position and closes his eyes and goes nonverbal. Awesome.
He went offline for a little bit, but his stomach was rising and falling.
His breathing.
But he was still, again, in the crosswalk.
Yeah,
so now we're just kind of standing and guiding traffic around.
I'm sorry to laugh, but it was like...
He's okay. We should just...
Yeah.
He's okay.
So then we're waiting for... 911's like, yeah, we'll get someone there as soon as possible. I'm like, a man has collapsed. Like, please hurry. And it took like 10 minutes.
I only heard your side of the phone call, but you were kind of like, yeah, whenever.
That is not true. I was like, whenever
you get a minute.
I wouldn't want to worry you. No, I was like, I do think I didn't show enough urgency, but I wasn't like, it's no big deal. I was like, a man is collapsing in the street.
You were really calm in a high pressure...
Former lifeguard.
Yeah. So people might confuse your calmness for
callousness.
But really, it's just that you're a strong leader.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. In a moment of crisis.
Yeah.
Then, so it's like taking 10 minutes for... And there's no sirens, too, which was really... I was like, why are there no, like...
Right.
Because when I called the police for my gas leak, self-imposed gas leak, the fire department was there in, like, 2 seconds.
Yeah, because they could tell how hot you were.
True, I should have been a little sexier on the phone.
Right, when you first called, you're like, I think I did something bad.
I think there's a man collapsing in the street, but I don't know. So then...
I'll show you the pose he was making.
It's really hot. So then I'm like, okay, we're like, where's help? And then
people keep kind of being like, did you guys take it? It's like, yeah, we took care of this. We called already.
We're standing around him. What do you think?
Yeah.
Like, and then this blonde woman stops by, and she's like, you ladies all right? Like, how can I help? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, we called 911. Don't worry. Like, someone's on the way.
So she moves on. She's like, well, I have to let my friend's dog out.
Yeah.
And we're like, great. We didn't ask for your help.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
She fucks off, but then, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes later.
Just kind of wordlessly returns.
Yeah. And she's like, hey, my friend works at the fire department on 85th, the one that
bring out your maps. That's near to where we live.
To home.
But I don't know where home is.
I may be far from it. I have no one.
So upsetting. It's upsetting.
Don't tell me to stop.
You stop it. You're bad. You're bad.
So she comes back and she's like, I called my friend who works at the fire department. But then it said no.
Right, and you were like, okay, great.
I was like, what did he say?
Yeah.
And she was like, on her phone.
Right.
And I was like, sick.
Like taking pictures of the man in fetal on the ground, which, okay.
Which...
I saw you open your camera, you little dirty dog.
Freak.
Yeah.
Then her friend shows up, like, right... Oh, this all happened at, like... A lot of things start happening.
Yeah.
The friend shows up. They have, like, a...
He walks up in plain clothes. He's clearly there to fucking gawk like she is.
Yeah.
Like, he's not there to provide help.
And he's like,
he's
I just got off work.
A hoodie. He walks up and touches her elbow immediately. Like, hey, thanks for calling. She's like, I didn't know if I... And it's immediately clear they're fucking. She called as an excuse to reach out to a guy. She's not sure what they are.
Yeah.
So she goes,
And
I didn't know if it'd be okay.
I don't think it's...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But she's like, I didn't know. And he's like, you could always call me.
He literally said, like, don't worry. You can always
always
call me.
And I'm like, why are you even here?
Yeah,
What are you
who
here?
are you? You're also doing nothing, and you're work at the fire department. You're not, like, whatever.
And he was like, you were right to call. At the same time he arrives, the help that Siege has procured.
We forget the shrieking.
No, wait, hang on. I just need to write. Because then we'll time jump.
Okay.
But it's the help that Siege has actually procured is arriving at the same time as him, and so now this blonde woman is getting stolen valor for our rescue. He's
our
going, "You're
save."
so brave."
It was all us. We called 911.
Yeah, and they're just watching him get loaded on the stretcher. Okay, but before help and the firefighter who was no help arrive.
This was like 2 minutes, and now I'm really like, where is
Yeah,
help? Like, it's
right.
starting to get like, do I have to call back? Like, it's taking a while, and then he's nonverbal, eyes closed. All of a sudden, eyes open,
Back online.
very verbal, and starts shrieking at like a tempo. He was going. He was freaking out.
Yeah,
because he has like returned online and is like, why am I on the
Yeah,
ground?
right.
What's happening? But he's just shrieking at
I just keep going.
a sick beat.
You're safe.
Yeah.
Help is on the way.
Yeah, and then the sirens start, and we're like, "That's for you." Like,
Right. And now
they're
it's
coming.
Ooh. It's like actually Halloween's
you can
hottest
call
hit.
whatever in the back. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Can someone be normal in this interaction?
Totally.
So then he gets like, the paramedics come. They're kind of like, "Are you okay?" And we're
Right.
like, be sweet.
Right.
Be
Be nice.
and then he gets like loaded onto the stretcher. His hat falls off. We get his hat on.
Siege
the stretcher.
scurries for his bucket hat and
Thanks.
returns it to him. Yeah.
And then as he's getting like loaded onto the ambulance, he starts staring at us.
And this was my least favorite part of all.
Yeah, we did afterwards go through our least favorite parts of the whole experience. And Molly's least favorite part was, as he was on the stretcher, he was making direct eye contact with us and going, "Thank you."
Thank you. But he
Thank
just kept
you.
saying, "Thank you. Thank you." Thank
And
you.
like reaching out to us, like,
We're like,
"Thank
okay,
you."
it's good. You're good.
Yeah, so that was a special moment last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really the cap to an awesome Halloweekend.
And then we did go on to a bar, and the firefighter walked in.
Alone without the woman.
Uh-huh.
So, sounds like she didn't get what she wanted.
Even with our stolen rescue, she
Yeah.
couldn't close the deal. So, best of luck
Which
to
is
her.
crazy.
Totally.
But it was the end of an otherwise very eventful Halloweekend. would you
Oh,
say?
yeah, totally. What did, let's...
Let's recap it.
Siege and I hosted, like, a huge event this weekend.
Huge event. And I was saying this, like, no one ever thinks we can pull it off.
Every single time. And because we're big on themed parties, we're big on parties with, like, a ton of paperwork,
Administrative labor.
burden on guests as well as hosts. Yeah.
Requirements of, like, really intense costumes.
You know, it's a good party when people walk in and immediately put themselves alone in a corner to read 3 papers worth of information about their character and what they have to do
I feel
today.
like we need to clarify this was a murder.
It was a
Did you
murder
already say
mystery.
this?
No,
Yeah.
nobody said that.
We had a murder mystery party on Halloween.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe the amount of administrative work. We hosted a murder mystery for our 26th birthday, maybe?
26 sounds right.
Yeah. And it was so fun. And I think I like repressed the memories of the administrative labor.
And that was in the immediate wake of your bunion surgery.
Yeah.
So, like, one, you were housebound, so you had,
Well, I had plenty of time to do the paperwork.
But 2, you had a scooter with a basket that could hold all the paperwork during
so
the
it
party.
was really helpful for everyone.
I think if you were immediately post-op this time around, it would have been a greater help.
Okay, next time. Next time I'll get my other bunion.
Your other
done.
foot, yeah.
But yeah, for the murder mystery, you have to like assign parts.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to like send everyone a PDF on their character.
Yeah.
Then you have to. We use this service called Night of Mystery.
Yeah, which is good.
Very
Would
good.
recommend.
We very much recommend. But then you have to print out like an A story, a B story. Everyone gets for some reason a lot of money, so you have to print out a couple sheets of money.
Over $80 worth of printing at Staples.
Yeah, which again I think I accidentally printed on nice cardstock. But either way.
Which was also difficult to cut. And you have
Difficult
to
to
do
cut
so
and
much
fold.
cutting.
And you have to make envelopes for everyone and name tags and whatever.
Multiple envelopes for everyone.
But just like last time, we pulled it off and it was a great success.
Totally.
So,
Totally. We haven't done this retro yet,
Yeah.
but talking about our first murder mystery, that was like Hollywood themed, and that was really fun. Like, because it was a birthday. It wasn't,
Yeah.
but since this was Halloween, and it's, kind of tough to like prescribe costumes to people who, it's,
Yeah, yeah. You don't
Halloween.
really want to like tell people what to wear. On
Yeah,
Halloween,
but we went much more like actual fantasy this time around.
Yeah.
It was Terror in Transylvania. Just the very nature of this game as written was a little weird. There was like
I
a
agree.
big fertility bend to like
That was kind
the
of
murder
whole
itself.
thing.
Yeah, it was like the vampires are really interested in like procreating. The monsters are too, but like there are all kinds of questions about cross species
Yeah.
fertility and individual characters' fertility. And at 30, that's a little bit of a weird.
That kind of hit a little
Right,
bit.
you hope nobody's like really hurt by the nature of that.
Like, I hope, like, this does
Yeah.
feel like
And I think just generally maybe Hollywood was like
a better.
for those that aren't like true blue theater kids, because
Yeah.
our larger friend group is a mixed bag.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
you've got your theater kids, but then you've got a lot of kids who've
No.
never once donned a costume.
Yeah.
I think Hollywood might have been a bit more accessible.
For sure, but I will say both. Eventually, the murders centered around like illicit affairs.
It's always about sex.
It's
Follow
always
the
about-
sex.
Follow the sex, but then there's always like a lot of sex happening. So you have to figure out which sex is the one that led to murder.
Yeah, and
Um,
there is so you mentioned money. That's another kind of like
Through line.
And some people really quickly kind of abandon the investigation in favor of
Of
accruing
money.
hoarding as much wealth as they can.
Which
Capitalism.
there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire, even in
Totally.
Transylvania.
Totally.
But yeah, there's the other thing. You can use the money to like barter for secrets and clues.
Yeah, most people
um,
were interested in hoarding that and
yeah.
stealing.
There was a lot of stealing happening.
A lot of stealing.
Yeah.
It was, but ultimately pretty successful.
I think so too. Ashley was the murderer.
Ashley was
And
the murderer.
This time,
She was also voted best dressed.
she did look very hot.
She did.
But last time, no one solved the murder correctly, I think. Because
Right.
I think a lot of people had been overserved.
And we omitted key information. The paperwork became too great a burden for two women
really?
who leave their IDs anywhere.
I was on so many painkillers at the time.
Yeah, I didn't remember, but multiple people reminded me of this murder mystery that we in fact omitted key evidence last time.
So yeah, we omitted key information. Apparently really difficult to solve the mystery.
Whatever.
But this time I think because we were not as good about the paperwork last time, and I will say the last time we were like, in terms of run of show, we were like,
Yeah.
this time we like had an Excel spreadsheet with a run of show. Of course, that timeline got pushed significantly.
Sure.
But at least we had.
I didn't look at a clock once.
I feel like we kept running up to each other being like, it's 9:30.
I know. Well, people would come up to me being like, what happens next? And I'd be like,
Oh,
ugh!
really?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Well, I think we did it better this time. And
Me too.
this time we did it at in Jupes' community room.
Community room.
Building.
It was
And
awesome.
It was so awesome.
The perfect space.
The perfect space. And then also like the door opened up onto the roof.
Onto a
which
roof.
No one knew she
Which is
had.
where the murder happened.
Which is where the murder happened.
Yep.
And
You know what people didn't like? How I announced the murder by shrieking my fucking head off.
you went,
Yeah, I did.
we kind of shrieked together though, didn't
We screamed.
Yeah.
But I put my whole pushy into
Yeah,
it.
you did.
We also made grandmother's recipe.
Grandmother, would you guys? We'll share it here exclusively on the pod. Grandmother's recipe. It's you take a big old cauldron
Big old cauldron.
and you fill it.
Holds more liquid than you could possibly
We
imagine.
were like, I don't know if this will fit it. It like filled up like a quarter of the cauldron.
Sage goes, we are such women. Our spatial
My
reasoning.
is so ass. So we put in grandmother's recipe, not mother's.
No, no, it actually skipped a generation.
Yeah, it skipped. It's a handle and a half of vodka.
Tito's, if
Tito's,
you're
if you're, a
nasty.
woman of taste.
Yeah.
Then, how many beers? 12 beers.
To taste. Beer to
And then
taste.
add extra to taste.
Yeah.
Then 3 packets of Crystal Light. And then because it was a little too sweet, that's why you add beers to
Which
taste.
was my fault. I forgot grandmother's guidance. I said, more Crystal Light. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because I put like 1 packet in and I was like, how many do you think we need? And Molly was like, you're gonna need a lot.
You're gonna need more Crystal
Grandmother's
Light.
recipe calls for a lot.
So then beer to taste became really
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. And it was so freaking good, but it did absolutely cook my ass.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we were the ones that got.
We were overserved.
Who did that?
Well, then also Molly made
Shooters, which were
Which were
Hawaiian
shots, by the
punch
way.
vodka with entirely variable ratios from cup to cup because I just poured.
And like anytime I saw one of those, I took one, which was bad.
Oh yeah, because they were just vodka shots
Yeah.
with
Oh,
a bit
and
of
then-
red.
Natasha made
Jell-O
Jell-O shots, so I
shots.
had a couple of those too.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't keep track of a cup to save my life.
Oh no, I feel like every time I took one sip of grandmother's recipe, I like put the cup off the roof.
It was also, I cannot emphasize this enough, like hurricane winds. So whenever you went outside, it was like, whoa! The murder, people were like, we're trying to explain the murder outside, and people were like, we actually don't care. Can we please go inside? Because it was just such high winds. And Mittens was a warlock, and he lost his hat.
It flew right off.
Flew right off. But someone said, maybe it was Jupe said, I like to think of the magic of a child looking up and seeing a witch's hat just kind of tumble on the
And
wind.
that was so sweet and romantic, and
Totally
I completely
romantic.
agree.
Yeah.
Wyatt the Warlock's hat
Yeah.
falling down from the skies.
Uh-huh. Like beautiful Halloween.
Like a beautiful Halloween.
Totally.
And then yesterday we kind of had a totally loaf about day.
Loaf about. We all took a nap on the couch.
Yeah, it was really
Are
cute.
you forgetting a key thing that happened?
The murder mystery?
Your phone?
Oh, whoa, yeah. How quickly
Yeah.
we forget the horrors.
Totally.
Juice just reminded us of a really bad thing that happened at the end of the party.
It was kind of like what you find at the bottom of the cauldron. This is what happens once you...
So, like, the party ended around 11:30, midnight?
Midnight, yeah.
People started, like, heading out to other places.
Yeah.
And then it's, like, just sort of, like, you know...
The dregs of
the
the-
dregs
yeah.
of the party. And Molly and I have been overserved. But we now have to clean up the community. So it's, like...
Cinderella.
It's, like, idiots about.
Yeah,
just,
totally.
Like, moving shit around.
Can I just interrupt my favorite part of when, right before you were cleaning, I was like waiting for the lull for everyone to leave, and then whatever, for you guys to start cleaning. But one of you was controlling the speaker, the music, and kept turning it up so loud. So I grabbed the speaker and I'm sitting there watching Claire like turn it up, and I'm sitting there turning it back down every like other minute.
That is so funny.
It's so important to sabotage. It's
No object
essential.
permanence at this point.
That's so funny, Jupes.
Sorry.
No. So at around midnight, we're like, okay, it's time to
Has my
clean.
belly been out this entire time?
No,
Fuck's sake.
Sorry.
So then we start kind of cleaning, but we're so drunk, so we're just like moving paper around. It takes us way longer than it should. to, like,
Totally.
get through.
Aaron's just like following us around, actually putting stuff away as we kind of move it. Yeah. Ridiculous.
But that's like we have so much trash to throw out, but there's no trash on that floor. There's no trash chute on that floor. So then we're like, we'll go down to Jupe's and drop off a cauldron full of liquor at her door. I'm sure she'll love it. Then we'll also throw all our shit out.
Totally.
So then we go to the trash chute. This is just me and Molly. This is just idiot time. We're putting stuff down the trash chute.
See, just looking at my hands, I've got a bunch of trash and then I've got my phone. And she goes, Mom, no. Just as I watch my phone slip out of my hand and down the trash chute. Just whee!
And then we go downstairs to like beg the front desk man to like.
And
help
he's
us.
immediately like,
He's like,
fuck you guys.
fuck no.
Fuck you to hell.
And normally that's the kind of thing where we would fight.
Yeah,
we
but
tried
neither
really
of us had a
hard.
lot of fight in us.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. Something in my heart was like, if you love something, set it free. It'll come back to you. Meanwhile, it's that I have these friends who take care of me constantly. Like it was that a ton of people coordinated to save me from myself in this instance. But from the moment it slipped out of my paw, I was just like,
whatever.
She'll come back to me.
Yeah.
But Siege was really, she's like, the night is ruined. How could this have happened to Molly?
I was so upset.
You were so empathetic.
Because it's something I would do. I can't wait to one day do it myself.
And you like woke up at 7 a.m. like and immediately fired off texts to everyone she could think of. Like, I can't believe what happened to Molly. If any, like we have to rally around her. Like,
well, you were also so sad after it happened, and I was like, yeah, totally. Like, and it does feel like, how will I ever get it back? A little bit, like it's just in the trash.
It's just in the trash now. Yeah.
But yeah, I woke up at 7:30 and I was still a little overserved, and I'm firing off all these texts, and Aaron told
including one to my phone that was like, "Let me know when you wake up."
Did I really?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I think maybe in my head I was like, she has her laptop. She can, maybe not though. I may have just been overserved. It's in the trash, like dancing. But Erin told me that I guess she woke up a little bit while I was sending my text off, and after I was done, I went, I just feel so bad for Molly.
Yep.
But and then we actually woke up at 11, and Jupes, of course, angel that she is, organized producer that she is, facilitated the rescue of the phone from the dumpster, because we were ready to dumpster dive.
Oh my! I kept. So now I'm using Mitten's phone. I'm FaceTiming that. I'm going, we gotta go, dumpster dive. And Siege again is so
I'm
empathetic.
Let's fucking go.
I'm like, what are we wearing to dumpster dive? But Erin keeps going, I'm not going. I'm not dumpster diving. And I'm yelling, you're our best looker. You're our best looker.
Because
you have to. She's our best looker.
She's the best at looking.
She is. So we're getting our dungarees on, getting ready to dumpster dive, and Jupes calls Siege like, "Hey,
I have it.
Yeah, it's handled." Jupes meets us at a diner. She's cleaned my phone, put a portable charger on it. I have that. I'll give that back to you today.
She's so good.
So good.
And we're so bad.
So bad.
Last night at the bar, Molly was like, I think I'll put my phone down the trash chute again tonight.
It was really freeing.
So that was Halloweekend, I think.
Sure, yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got, brother.
Me too, I think. It was a hoot, though. I love
hoot.
Halloween. Yeah. Although I will say, like, we're supposed to go to another Halloween, what?
No, sorry, I was laughing to remember us at the diner with fake blood still on our face.
I still kind of have fake blood.
Same. Also, you calling it the anti-contour is so funny.
I had, like, because I put blood down my, like, lip line because vampire, you guys know what I'm talking about.
We were Carlisle and Esme, if we haven't covered that.
Vampire married couple from Twilight. But my blood didn't, like, wash all the way off yesterday, and I frankly think it might still kind of be on my face.
Actually, yeah.
And I was calling it the anti-contour because it was making me look really bad in the diner. But also, I still have this.
Whoa! And for listeners, she's flashing kind of like her upper titney, and it's like a tattoo scar.
It's a tattoo scar that's pretty sexy.
Yeah, I placed that. I art directed her tattoos.
Yeah, well, you are my wife, so
of course
you are my Esme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was a hit though, and I can't wait to do it again.
Totally. Yep.
I think we should have a Halloween party every year.
I'm in.
Okay.
I've kind of laid claim to that in my larger like family and friend. I'm like, we get Halloween.
Oh. We get Halloween.
We get Halloween.
All right, I love
and
that.
By we, I do mean you and me.
Yeah, Carlisle and Esme.
Me and my husband, Carlisle, get Halloween.
We were, like, assigning the extra parts, and it was vampire and vampiress, and Molly was like, but who will be the vampire, and who will be the vampiress? And I was like, obviously I'm the vampire.
Obviously. Wait, actually, we should say that, because it was a little bit of a writing exercise in coming up with the right names.
Yeah.
So there are, like, a bunch of official parts, that are central to the story, but then they give you like generic monster, mummy, black cat, bat. If you have quite a large party, which of course we did.
Yeah.
But we of course wanted those invitees to feel special too, so we
Yeah.
gave them names, and we did some naming exercise to go to past events. We came up with names for the extras that were in the same spirit as the officially named zombie, black, the cat, whatever. Okay, so we're getting into some of the extras. So there was a Dr. Jekyll. We added a Dr. Hyde. That one's a layup. I don't think we get
Mr.
it.
Hyde. I kept saying Dr. Hyde. It's Mr.
It's
Hyde.
well,
But they decided to be doctor and doctor.
Oh, well, then good.
they
Doctor
are
and doctor.
both
Dr.
real
Hyde
life
would
medical
work.
professionals. Yeah. Okay, so the official bat was named Wings. We had an extra bat to name.
Rabies.
Pretty good, no?
Pretty great, huh?
You guys like that? The official zombie was named Creeper. Our extra zombie was named
Lurker.
Lurker. And then we thought we were going to have a third generic zombie, and his name was Pervert. But
Which was really so good.
ended up not needing that. So there's a family of monsters, the Munster family. We had officially Herman, Lily, and Eddie, but maybe there's a daughter, and maybe her name is
Maddie.
Nice. I don't think that one's that
Yeah,
great.
alright.
Sorry, buddy. A real skeleton named Bones. Our skeleton.
Muscles.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then obviously we had Esme and Carlisle.
Duh.
Did we do any? Oh, this one was good. The official werewolf was named Fangs.
And the extra werewolf was named Scratcher.
Scratcher. I think Scratcher is one of
Yeah, I think
the
it's the
very
best one.
best. I think, did we come up with
Jax
Wicker?
was my favorite.
Yeah. Okay, so then the official mummy was
Is
named Avery. Like
which
a
was
real.
so random.
So random.
Because
but
every other name was like not a real person.
Right, but like obviously we're gonna have like we're gonna uphold the naming conventions of the mummies, which apparently go for like real names. So
So Molly went with Gregor.
it just came to me, but then I gave it to my brother, my 25-year-old brother, who apparently has never heard the name Gregor before
because
he
it's
kept
not a normal name, Molly.
but he kept introducing himself as Grigor.
Which really was tearing my ass up. Gregor was tearing my ass up.
Grigor. Grigor, no. Yeah, I think that about rounds it out. But it was fun to come up with
Fabulous.
names. That's
Yeah.
mine.
You're so right, it is your
That's
coffee.
fully my coffee.
Sorry, brother.
It's alright. I was trying to hide it from you back here.
Do I keep drinking? Okay.
I just feared you might.
Because I have, like, the brain cells of, like, a turtle. I, like, can't remember or know anything.
Totally.
Anyway.
What have you been consuming, huh?
Thank you for asking. I've been doing spooky shit.
Spooky shit.
For a change.
Oh.
And I've been watching, we talked about it, I think, on, maybe not the last episode, but the one before, the new Monster series from Ryan Murphy.
Right.
The first one is about Jeffrey Dahmer. We're going to get it right this time.
Not Ross Lynch.
And not Ted Bundy either. Aaron
Your
was
big
very
3
mad
serial
about
killers. Ted Bundy.
it. Ed
Gein and Ross Lynch.
Ed Gein is so funny, that's not his name.
What's his name? What's his fucking name?
Like
Grigor?
Grigor would be perfect.
Gian?
Gein, like Gein.
I thought it was gay.
It might be Gein. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely fuck you if it's Gain.
I think it's Gein. I can't remember what they say in the show. I haven't finished it yet, so I'll let you know.
Okay.
But it's really very interesting. I talked about, when we talked about the Jeffrey Dahmer of it all, I really enjoyed the first season, or the Jeffrey Dahmer season of Monster. This one is just as good. Fascinating. It's about, so do you know about the story of Ed Gein?
No.
He was a real
Piece of work.
bad guy.
Yeah.
He was called the Butcher of Plainfield, I believe. That was like his.
Where's
you know,
Plainfield?
Wisconsin, I'll have you know.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But this, I think, all took place in the 50s.
Northern Wisconsin?
I don't know. You're from there.
I've never heard of Plainfield.
Anyway, he grew up in a very, like, fucked up household, basically, with, like, a one brother and a mother who was, like, not well. And she was, like, very, very religious and was doing religious drama to her sons.
Uh-oh.
Where she was, like, every woman is a whore. Like, that was a big thing for her, that, like, women are evil, women are Jezebels, women, like, do not touch a woman if you want to, like, just, like, no women were, like, allowed.
Okay.
He also had...
It seems to be north of Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Just north of there.
Largest water park
No
in the
way.
fucking world. Wisconsin
Wow.
Dells. Yeah.
I want to go there. You know I love water parks.
I would love to take you there.
Let's go.
Noah's Ark. That's what it's called.
Gotta get there.
Speaking in riddles. Like,
Like hitting the stroke now. So, anyway, he grew up in this really fucked up household, had a alcoholic father who died at a certain point, and, like, him and the mom had, like, a really...
Abusive father, I assume?
Not really. There is a scene where he hits the mom, but the mom is, like, equally abusive to him. It's, like, a very, like, toxic, horrible situation. So, anyway, he grows up in this, like, fucked up household. He develops, like, sexual, you know, fantasies, and they tend to be quite violent. It's a lot of, like, dressing up as a woman, choking himself kind of situation. Then he starts grave robbing.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I think it's suspected that he killed his brother.
What?
Because, and in the show it's portrayed as, like, one thing I find interesting about the show is it does a lot of mixing of, like, fiction and fact.
Oh, yeah.
Where there's, like, a lot of fact about the story, but then there's some things that are kind of, like...
It's interesting that you're allowed to do that without fear of, like, defamation or whatever.
Well, so what I found interesting about it was I think it was a good creative choice for the show, because it's, like, he's trying to... Ryan Murphy, when I say he, is trying to, like, show this guy's descent into madness.
Yeah.
And so I think there is a lot of, like... You're not really sure what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
And also, some of his crimes weren't really solved because it was the 50s, so, like, I think there are opportunities to take creative liberties. And what's also interesting about the show is this guy, Ed Gein, was the basis of the killer / bad guy in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I know it's on your list today.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, like, Ryan Murphy, the show goes back and forth between the real murder and, like, Alfred Hitchcock making Psycho based on him.
Super interesting.
And then separately, or as part of the Psycho storyline, the guy who played Ed Gein, but based on Ed Gein in Psycho, like, was gay in real life and spent his whole life, like, trying to hide it and, like, trying to do, like, conversion therapy and, like, was doing that at the same time as playing this role and was, like, slowly kind of going insane.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so it's, like, very interesting to go back and forth between that and, like, I don't know, it was kind of interesting, like, you actually have a lot of empathy for Ed Gein because he's, like, he's not a well person.
Right.
And you kind of see, like, there can be two sides of, like, going insane because you're, like, not accepted for your, like, sexual...
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, Ed Gein had, like, some sexual perversions that were, like, not okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard to, like...
But with this, like, parallel storyline of, like,
Yeah,
someone who's just trying to deny that they're gay,
Yeah.
it's, like, you can see.
You can see how it can make you crazy to have these, like, to just, like, not be accepted in society and then, like...
And to try even reject your own.
Yeah, like, fight your...
Right.
Like, Ed Gein was, like, almost, like, submitting to his, like, craziest fantasies and going crazy at the same time.
Gotcha.
And then, like, you see this guy who's playing the guy in Psycho just trying to, like, fight his nature and, like, also going insane. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just a very interesting... It's a very interesting way of telling the story, and I really like it.
Yeah.
Because you are just kind of like, yeah, Ed Gein is, like, a monster and horrible, but, like, how... It's kind of like we're all close to becoming a monster, kind of.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting from it. Just because, like, life is hard. Being a person is hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forget what I was... Yeah, so he starts, like, grave robbing... Or he kills his brother, then his mom dies of a stroke, and the mom dying, like, completely
unravels him.
He just can't, because he's, like, so obsessed with his mom.
Right.
And, like, so then he starts grave robbing, digs up the corpse of a woman, and pretends that that is his mother, keeps her in the house, keeps the corpse in the house, and speaks to her like she's mother.
Yeah.
And then he starts, like, killing, and then his thing was really, like, preserving body parts and, like, cutting body parts up, and, like, he makes a lampshade out of skin. Also, the other, like, kind of interesting part, sorry, I know this is upsetting to you.
Yeah.
The other, like, interesting part of this is, like, one of the things that triggered his kind of, like, honestly, I think it's suspected, I think it's suspected that the mom had schizophrenia, and I don't know if, like, he did too,
right.
But, like, the thing that kind of triggers his ultimate, like, one of the things that triggers his demise is that he, like, starts reading this comic about World War II and, like, the horrors of World War II, and he gets, like, really fixated on this woman. I forget what her name, it's, like, Ilsa, the bitch of Buden something, and, like, she is this German, she's this Nazi who, like, makes lampshades out of human skin.
God.
And, like, then he gets really fixated on that and starts trying to copy what she's doing, but with, like, graves, with bodies he's dug up. Then he starts murdering. And that's when, you know, shit hits the fan for him and he goes to jail.
Good.
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 But then, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just very interesting. Like, the last person that he kills in the show, the last woman that he kills in the show, like, I don't know if this is true, because I don't know what's fact and what's fiction, but he, like, has sex with her, and, like, she's really into it, and she's like, I want you to move in, like, I love, like, she's like, obsessed with him.
And she knows about the stuff he's been doing with body parts?
No. But then she's, like, older, too, and so it's, like, a mother fantasy, you know? But then he is, at the same time, having these conversations with the mother, the corpse in his house, and she is like, how could you have sex with that Jezebel? She's so evil. And then, like, it lodges in his brain, and he kills her.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, like, yeah, like, he lets himself behave in the ways that he wants to, and then it ultimately, like, drives him insane. And, like, you see this woman who's like, I just want you, and, like, she gets killed for it. I don't know. It's all right. Desire and madness.
Yeah. The love of a good woman.
The love of a good woman can
is
make
no
you
redemption.
Murder.
Yeah.
It's all very terror in Transylvania.
Totally. To say nothing of fertility.
But,
did he murder at scale? Like, was he just doing numbers by the end?
No, I think so it's suspected that he murdered his brother and then 2 women in town. He definitely, I think, was convicted of all of those. But then just did, like, so much grave robbing and, like, cutting up dead bodies.
Ick.
Icky. And then, like, I think he was suspected of other murders that were never...
Your macabre fascinations are just unrelatable.
It's not okay. But then I'm also watching the first episode that... It was just crazy, like, I don't know. I watched the first episode of Welcome to Derry, which is the new show on HBO about, like, the origins of It, the clown.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
I was thinking you were watching Derry Girls.
No, something much darker.
Do you know I've watched all of the It movies?
Yeah, you've actually mentioned it many times on this podcast. And you've been like, I'm so brave.
They're scary.
I've seen them all.
I haven't seen a single one, and I actually know nothing about it, but I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah.
But it's
I bet I could watch that too.
Do it then.
It's scary.
Well, so yeah, it's like in the first episode, a little boy disappears in this town of Derry. I don't know anything about it.
Is it like a prequel before the kids we know get involved?
I think so, but I don't know the kids like you do because you've seen all the It movies.
Totally.
But it is like a ragtag group of kids who are trying to solve the disappearance of this one kid. But it is the origin. I think it's about the origins of It. Not sure.
Okay.
But the other kids start having, like, visions at the same time, and, like, Ilsa, the bitch of Buden, whatever, appears in this show too.
You're kidding.
There's like I think there's a little, like, one of the boys is Jewish, and he starts having this, like, nightmare but it's not, it's like a real vision, I think.
Yeah.
And the lampshade of human skin starts, like, following him around his room, and I was like, how is this in both of the shows I'm watching right now? It's
or
crazy.
you're hallucinating.
Oh my god, very meta.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's real
How
spooky.
do I sleep at night so well?
You're eager until about 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and then
then
you
like-
tuck her out. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Mm.
I have to. I think Monster is really well done though, and like the whole like the stuff with Psycho is super interesting.
Yeah.
Just,
We've talked about Ryan Murphy on the pod before. I mean, when he's on, I think he's one of the
on.
best storytellers we've got, but he's so quick to fall off the rails.
So quick. He kind of is spiritually in Shondaland.
Totally.
Yeah, because
I do believe that.
he makes so much that some of it is ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when he indulges his nature, he descends into madness.
He mixes facts.
And that's not about gay. That's about that's about
something else.
storytelling madness.
Creativity.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you? Oh, and I just, because of the GoFundMe, I do want to provide an update on my Hunger Games journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have finished the trilogy.
Woo!
But keep donating if you want to see me read the 2 prequels.
You get a pizza party because she finished the trilogy, but
perhaps an ice cream social if I finish the prequels.
maybe so. So
If
everybody,
you're good.
if you're in line to contribute to Siege's Hunger Games GoFundMe, stay in line.
Stay in line.
Yeah.
Whew.
Anything you want to say now that you've closed it out?
No, because I've told you I'm doing a digest once I've finished every book.
No.
Actually, I'll say a quick thing. The last book did piss me off. Mockingjay isn't good.
To my recollection, it's quite good.
Fighting words.
I haven't read it since I was 14, but
I mean, like, I think it's good. She had to wrap it up somehow, and I think she did a good job. Actually, I think, like, the war storyline wraps up well.
yeah, the war.
The war.
I thought that was handled really well.
I actually agree.
And the romance.
No, that's actually
No?
where I have a note.
I think they're two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
Again, I've not read this in so long.
Yeah, dig in on that.
But my lasting memory of the Hunger Games is that the way she is with Peeta in the end, where they're both just so ravaged by this war, by this conflict, and like
Yeah.
they're still just like clinging on to the small and intimate hope of like each other and living a good enough life for each other. Like that felt very realistic. And then the way Gale is like a man changed and chemically
and,
by
like,
the war.
made worse.
Yeah.
I do think that the handling of Gale is very good.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, he's even like, you could never, like, love me the way that you love Peeta, like, and like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that the romance was wrapped up way too hastily. Like, Peeta's, like, not okay.
No, but I found that to be
was
powerful.
yeah.
That's
No, it
war,
was-
baby.
You're right. It was powerful, but it was, like, very, like, I needed more. Like, I needed... Like, even, like, I get what you're saying of, like, it was very realistic of, like, we'll just sort of keep each other company in this, like, life that has kind of been ruined by the Hunger Games and by the war.
Yeah.
Like, it's only us.
Yeah.
I think that's very real, but, like, I just think I needed a little... I think if you're going to make us, like... I think she didn't want to admit that these were romance novels. And so the ending is so, like... And Katniss and Peeta got together, by the way. And it's like, no, I need a little more, like...
Yeah.
I need a moment.
Right.
I need a fucking moment. Sorry.
It's okay.
I guess I'm just soft like that.
It's the premise of the podcast. We like romance.
I like romance.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Peeta fan. And I just
I
wanted,
know.
like... And it's just very sad that that's, like, what happens to Peeta. Is
You
like,
wanted her to just kind of grind some bread into the ground and then offer it to him.
Yeah.
In the rain.
Is that so much to fucking ask?
No.
I also don't like the handling of Katniss's character in the third book very much. Like, the Mockingjay stuff gets a little, like...
Yeah.
Does she do it? I mean, of course she has the big moment at the end where she kills...
Yes.
Fucking Coin.
Oh.
And then President Snow does die as well. I'm like, that's awesome. But the whole book where she's like, I'm the Mockingjay, it's like, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
It's just a little boring.
It's a little the chosen boy.
Yeah, and, like, I think the point of the third book is, like, this society is having trouble, like this is, all they know is, like, doing TV as, like, and media as a way of, like,
Yeah.
drumming up business.
Right.
And it's like they can't escape it. And so I get that. But
Yeah.
it's a little bit like, I don't want Katniss to be the Mockingjay.
Yeah.
It's just kind of boring.
Sure.
But I must also say, I think Katniss is such a perfect character.
Yeah. Well done.
And she's so, like, I love that she's kind of evil.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, she's
very, like,
very
awesome.
flawed. Yeah. She is
But
very
yeah,
awesome.
no, that's all I'll say on it now. Please keep donating so that I can read the prequels. So yeah, that's my media journey. What are you doing consumption-wise?
I mostly just want to talk about this one. What?
We were sharing a laugh, me and Jupes off screen.
At my expense?
No, I was laughing.
She's laughing at me.
Huh.
Yeah, you weren't actually
Should
even
I leave
involved.
you guys alone?
Can you go back to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, so I want to talk about one film that for me is nearly perfect.
Oh, tell me about it.
I rewatched Do Revenge
Okay.
recently. It's a Netflix original.
Is that the one that with like the pastel girls?
Yes, okay.
Cami Mendes.
Cami Mendes.
Yes.
Of Riverdale fame.
Of the Riverdale fame.
She's one of our Riverdale girls. She actually got engaged last week,
and
too.
to whom, by the way?
Oh, a guy, it seems his background might have been like YouTube, but he's also an actor.
Okay.
They're both Portuguese, and they were in
That's
a
nice.
movie called Musica together, I think.
Okay.
Um,
I feel like I saw a lot of people being like, he doesn't deserve her.
I don't think he's hot
Okay.
enough for her,
Yeah, I
but
think that- I
he
didn't
seems
wanna
like a
even say
good
that,
man.
but okay.
Yeah, and maybe it's because he was like a corny internet guy, but I don't know. These Riverdale girls love internet guys.
Yeah, you're so
Lily
right. Lily
with-
Reinhardt is dating Jack Martin.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Comedy TikTok guy.
And these guys are funny,
yeah,
so
that one I like.
I know nothing about Cammy's fiance, but she's
Yeah, me
really
neither.
happy, so I'm happy for her.
Okay, so sorry.
Like, you
to
know, like I
totally
just
take
kind of
a
like
side.
her.
Yeah, no, I like her too.
But funny you should say the Pastel movie because I think that aesthetic is my David Lynch. Like you like ambient horror, like
yeah,
the
like
kind of
fluorescent
atmospheric-
lighting, like dark. It's always dark.
There's always fog.
It's always fog.
Yeah.
Canonically fall.
Canonically fall. Okay, so my
Yeah.
preferred aesthetic for media, for storytelling generally,
Yeah.
it's like absolutely like 60s, like
Okay.
swing,
I'm
go girl.
so enjoying hearing you try to describe this.
It's the Do Revenge is set in Miami. More things should be set in Miami.
I completely agree.
So fun.
And you know what's set in Miami and it's like aesthetically a real joy for me? You know. You don't know.
I'm a turtle tonight. I've got a single brain cell. You
Got
need
it.
to say it out loud.
You're gonna be like, yeah, Jane the Virgin.
Jane the Virgin.
We
We love Jane the Virgin.
We love Jane the Virgin, and that is like
Totally.
it's going to my. I love being in Miami.
I love being in Miami.
Yeah.
I think I would watch nearly anything set in Miami.
I totally agree.
Yeah, so and the girls are wearing fun fucking outfits
Yeah.
the whole time. And we have previously talked on the pod about like media or stories about teenage girls. Like it's like such a loud and vicious age and identity. Like I do just love a story about teenage friendship, teenage female friendship. Do Revenge is really fun because it's like I think it's like a black comedy, so it indulges really kind of extreme behaviors. It's like if
Is
teenage
there like murder?
they don't do any murders. Okay, so I learned this after like digging in a little bit. It is based on a Hitchcock. It's based on it's like a remake of Strangers on the Train,
Oh, interesting.
which I've never seen. Do you know
Yeah.
anything about that?
Uh-uh.
I guess the general premise of Strangers on a Train, it's like that one's like full like psychological horror. It's
Yeah.
two guys on a train meet. One is like a veritable psychopath, and he wants his father killed, but doesn't want to be found even remotely liable for it.
Yeah.
So he meets this stranger. They have no plausible connection to each other. He suggests, let's do each other's murders. You want your philandering wife killed. And I want my dad killed. There's no link between the two of
Yeah.
us. I'll kill your wife, you kill my dad.
I do love a Hitchcock
Totally.
movie.
And then, like, that's kind of all I know about it.
Cool.
But the psychopath, I mean, the normal guy's like, hey, buddy, I don't know. I'm trying to get away from you fast. But then the psychopath just goes and kills the wife anyway. And he's like, no, you hold up your end, okay, buddy?
He's like, I didn't agree to this.
Right. So then Do Revenge is it plays with that concept of like these two women these two girls at high school who like shouldn't be in the same friend group, shouldn't know each other at all, meet at a summer camp, though one is like
A psycho.
she's got
Yeah.
designs on this whole thing. But yeah, they shouldn't run in the same circle. Let's execute each other's revenge. Cammy wants revenge on her boyfriend, that kid from he's a Euphoria boy who's Dash. In Dash and Lily.
He's been. I love how we like refuse to learn his name because we've talked about him a couple times in media, and we're just like Dash.
Well, because I don't understand him as a leading man. I'll say it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he's that cute.
Oh, I think he's cute.
Okay. Well, he's her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But then he sends around a sex tape of her. Like a compromising video he asks her to make for him, and then he just publishes.
To all the boys I've loved before is happening. I have fully seen this movie, by the way, and I'm like, no. Because I have the memory of a turtle. I have no recollection of this film.
So it's Cammy, and then the other woman is Maya Hawke.
Right.
Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter. And she's great. They're both great. And Maya Hawke wants revenge on this girl that she went to summer camp with way back in the day who outed her and was like, she tried to hold me down and kiss me. And like Maya's like, it doesn't, I don't care that she told people I was gay. I care that she made this predator of me and it's like ruined my life.
Right.
Spoiler, in the end it was Cammy who did that. And Cammy doesn't remember. Like, that's how self-absorbed she is.
Yeah.
She's like now getting really close with Maya as they do each other's revenge, but like
Does Maya know?
Yeah, Maya is like given a false object for her revenge. Like a different woman. She's like, yeah, it was that girl. Yeah. But really, Maya's like in there kind of ruining Cammy's life, like left and right.
Got it.
But then they also grow really close in this like revenge plotting. And in the end, like it's so funny. Like the stakes are so high because it's like indulging like the female girls' fantasies of like, what if I could ruin her?
Yeah.
And like rarely do teenage girls actually ruin each. Well, I don't. Even as I say that, they do.
Yeah.
But like this movie takes it to great extremes. But it's so fun because at the end you're seeing like them just like literally blow up at each other. They're gonna ruin each other's lives. Like very consequential shit. And they just turn to each other like, I think you're like my best friend though.
Yeah.
Like I think we might be the only people who understand each other. And they're like each so self-absorbed and so like vengeful. But then it's like, but I guess, like, we're like each other, so I can like you because you're like me. Like, it's still very conceited and...
Well, I do you think generally, like, female friendship, you have to be true and truest of friends, you have to be evil in the same way?
Yeah,
Does that
totally.
make sense?
It does.
And you have to be, like, your good has to obviously outweigh your evil, but I think you have to have compatible evils.
Yeah, I think that's so fair.
Because I think part of the reason, like, female friendships are so, like... what they are is because like you know each other so well, so you have to know the evil as well.
And
your evil must be compatible.
Completely.
To take it to a like smaller scale. Sorry.
No, but to know you
to know you're evil.
It is to know you're evil and for it to resonate. So it's just real fun. The other thing is Jennifer Caton Robinson. She's the woman who wrote it and directed it.
Okay. I was going to say, it was kind of giving spiritually Ryan Murphy land. But
yes, it does feel that way. Do you know what else she wrote and directed?
I don't.
Someone Great.
And you love that movie.
I love that movie.
I don't like it that much either, but...
You guys.
Actually, you know what? I need to rewatch it because I don't...
I would rewatch it with you.
Like, but
it's like a New York... Yes. It's also like about... people who came of age in New York and now are like older. And
I do like the overall like thesis of that movie. Of, like they get back together.
No.
Maybe. Oh.
No.
Maybe I don't like it.
Someone Great is a gut punch. It's about a breakup and it's a breakup that sticks, but it's like people who started dating at NYU and now are like, in their late 20s in New York, and it's like the city's haunted with the Taylor Swift wrote a song based on Someone Great.
She did. I don't know what.
And then Someone Great itself is based on a Taylor Swift, like it's a closed circle of creative inspiration. I remember this woman, Jennifer Caton Robinson, saying she was inspired by some Taylor song, and then Taylor was like, it's just so funny because she said that I was inspired by watching her movie to write this other
I
song.
feel like Cornelia Street is in there somewhere.
Oh my God,
But I don't
which
know.
canonically is my favorite Taylor Swift song
Yeah.
of all time,
Yeah.
Cornelia Street, which is very spiritually someone great.
Exactly.
She also did, wait, I just need to,
Yeah.
because she did something else that I was like, shut up. Are you kidding me?
I do think of the Netflix rom-com, Someone Great is one of the better ones. It's not really a rom-com, it's just like a rom
It's really good.
drum. But I do think, like, you know, obviously nothing will touch the greatest movie of all time, To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Totally, yeah.
But Someone Great is definitely up there in terms of, like...
I feel pretty strongly about someone great.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, so mostly, like, I'm, like, in on her. She did do the remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I didn't participate in.
But I think that just showed up on Netflix maybe, and I was kind of like, should I watch that?
I think it was critically panned.
Okay.
But who's to say? Maybe it's one of those that'll see its day in the sun later, become a
Yeah.
cult classic. The only other weird thing that I want to mention about this
I like how you keep touching this
touch.
boom.
This creator, she made it to final rounds, callback for Emily Osment's role in Hannah Montana, and then lost out in the last moment.
Wow.
Isn't that just strange?
That is strange. I think it's so funny how people can, like, live... I actually find that very inspiring.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes I'm like, oh, am I, like... Sorry, I'm taking this in a weird direction.
Please.
But, like, sometimes I feel creatively unfocused because I'm, like, I do stand-up, I do this, I'm trying to write a book, like...
She's a multi-hyphenate.
But, like, not really at anything. Like, I'm, like, a half hyphenate. But I'm a multi-hyphenate, but each one's a half. So it's, like... I feel like a Frankenstein of someone trying to be creative, but I actually think it's really inspiring that people can have, like, multiple lives and, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think that's actually true of more people than
Same.
not. Like,
Yeah.
it's, if you're interested in creative expression, there are probably a lot of different, like, media
Ways
or
that you
venues that are compelling to you.
I totally agree.
So that's cool.
Yeah. People forget that I was almost an extra in The Village.
Do you know how many people I've told? I've
You're
never
doing the work.
I'm like,
I actually don't know how many people you've told.
so I say it all the time.
Really?
To random strangers.
Thank you for putting the word out.
I am like PR only for that. I tell so many people
Have I told that story on the pod before? I feel like
Say
I
it.
must have.
Say
I
it.
have.
No.
Juice is nodding emphatically that I have. Okay, never mind.
And I'm like, say it again.
Say it from the rooftops.
She was meant to be an extra sweeping the porch in The Village.
My mom pulled me out.
Because it was a cursed movie.
She didn't want me as an 8-year-old to be in a horror film. Weird. And now I'm obsessed with horror.
Yep. The one that got away.
Anyway. Anything else that you want
No.
to talk about? Okay.
What I want to talk about is what we did for our writing
I
exercise
would love
this
to.
week.
I would also love to do that.
Okay.
So this week we watched a TED Talk about writing, and it was called. I had it up earlier. Sorry.
Should we address that?
Oh, if you do hear kind of just
Oh,
cheers in
yeah.
the background, it's because people love this podcast.
It's our live studio audience. That was a really good joke, Molly. That tore my ass up.
Thanks, man.
It is in fact the marathon.
The New York City Marathon.
So we watched a TED Talk from Anne Lamott, who I thought was Annie Lamott.
Girl, you knew this woman?
Oh, yeah. She wrote Bird by Bird, which is a book about writing that I have definitely read before, but I don't...
You have?
Yeah, I actually think I read it in high school. Whoa.
What?
I think that my AP Lang and comp teacher made it. You took it too, bitch.
Yeah.
I think she made
I took lit.
did take Lang?
Lang wasn't on offer to
I
me.
took both. Anyway,
I went to a bad school in Wisconsin.
I did go to a very good public high school, and we read Bird by Bird, which is her book about writing, in high school. And she talks about it in the TED Talk that she talks about the idea.
Yeah.
But anyway, the TED Talk we watched was 12 Truths I Learned from Life and Writing by Anne Lamott.
Mm-hmm.
And any early observations?
Well, having had no background on this woman, I did open the video and think, what am I meant to learn from a white woman with dreads?
And I am so with you there.
Yeah.
I did not know what this woman looked like, and when I clicked on the link, I was like, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
She has dreads?
Uh-huh.
So I would say, like, honestly, most of them didn't really talk about writing, but what I got from it was there was really good writing in what she was saying.
Totally.
And it just was like, damn,
Yeah.
fuck you. Like,
I found it very compelling.
Yeah, it was the kind of writing where you're just like, that was really good. And
Nice. Nice turn of phrase.
Yeah. But yeah, she talks about in the one, like, there were a couple of writing things. The couple that stood out for me, where she was like, publication won't heal you. I think that was one important takeaway.
It's as likely to hurt you as it is to,
yeah.
It's more likely to hurt you than to heal.
Which is something I feel like we're getting a lot from, like, the McNally Jackson, like, it kind of reminded me of that, where they were like, publication is awesome, but, like, it isn't, that can't be
what you're after.
Yeah. Like,
the writing has to be rewarding enough onto itself. Otherwise, this is the wrong enterprise for you.
And you might not, like, even when you get published, like, it might mean nothing.
Right.
So you need to, like, Anne Lamott in this talk is, like, you need to do work on... A lot of it was about, like, self-healing, which I really liked, too.
Yeah. Generally, and maybe, like... There were some adages I just, like, wasn't entirely on board with, because...
Okay.
She kind of, like, maligned this, like, category, like help generally, and
that was the most, like...
Which, I mean, like, it's interesting to hear a counter perspective to that, like, you know, like, find the helpers, look for the helpers, like, it's important to, like, most important to be a helper in the world. Like, one of her kind of things she's learned is, like, stop getting your goodness and your help all over people. Like, it's very rare that you're actually able to help another. Like, most all of the work that needs to be done to change someone's life, save someone from a bad outcome, is interior. Like, it's an inside job, she literally says. And I found it interesting because, like, one of the biggest publishing categories is self-help. And, like, I do find, I mean, one of my favorite podcasts is If Books Could Kill, which, like, the whole premise is just ripping apart these, like, pretty grifty self-help books.
Oh, is it all self-help books?
It's all, like, airport self-help books, yeah. And so many of them just have the common thread of, like, taking maybe a nugget of good advice and then turning it into, you know, like a prescriptive, which is so broad as to be entirely unuseful. And then I think that's actually what I liked about what Anne Lamott was saying, where it's like, any kind of application of help is going to be so personal that it gets warped between advice and application so much, and it becomes so tailored. It's not your advice anymore, really. It's how that person is. So, but anyway, it seemed like she was saying, stop trying to help people, but here you are on stage sharing the things you've learned about life in a prescriptive way.
Yeah.
But she kind of then went on to make points around, like, you know, the most radical thing, I think she used the word quantum. She's like, radical self-care is quantum. Like, it's the most important thing you can do for the world. And I'm like, no. And often that's some of the most toxic advice that gets applied. It's like selfishness and self-absorption is, like, the greatest...
One of the greatest evils of 2025.
Especially of American culture.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
It breeds individualism in a way that's, like, actually corroding both democracy and community. Like, what are we doing?
It's so predicated on, like, immense privilege that I can't even, like, the ability to self-heal is, like, something you only have if you have you can only achieve if you have time and money.
If the foundations of your needs are met. I will just, like, asterisk everything I just said, where, like, I found it interesting that she has the perspective of a former addict, or I guess you're always an addict. So, like, I think for her, like, self-care probably is the only way she shows up in the world. And it maybe to your point around, like, you have to meet your baseline needs before you can, like, then. I think for her, there was nothing beyond herself until she could deal with what was within herself, which who knows if that's maybe true for most, but, like, I think addiction really makes that stark. Like, it's like,
That's true.
Like, yeah, you do have to deal with your shit before you could deal with anyone
Yeah.
else. But
Well, and I do agree with the idea, like, something I think I've learned in my, like, 20s generally is, like, take literally, and, like, this is to your point of, like, she's giving advice.
yeah.
But I actually kind of like that she's, like, don't give advice and then giving this advice, because I think she's proving her other point, which is, like, nobody knows anything.
Right.
That was one of her 12
Everything's a
things, is, like,
paradox.
everybody is stupid, everybody is struggling, like, nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
So I think I liked that point within her larger one, because it was, like, honestly, like, don't even, like, I don't know if she was, I feel that she was kind of self-aware about it, where it was, like, yeah, like, and by the way, I actually don't know, I'm
Right.
just a human, too.
Right.
And I think that's something I've, like, learned in my 20s is, like, I pretty much take everyone's advice, like, with a grain of salt, because everyone's coming to you with their shit, and, like, you're coming at them with your relationship with them, your own shit, like, and no one knows anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do kind of agree with her point of, like, stop trying to help people so much in terms of, like, stop projecting your stuff onto other people.
That makes sense.
But sorry, yeah.
No, that makes a ton of sense. And then towards the end, she says, like, you know, essentially all you have is your story and how you can tell it. And, like, that's yours to tell. Like, and if people want to be portrayed nicely, they should treat you nicely, kind of thing. But she's, like, kind of even makes it, like, your existential mandate. She's like, that's why you're here, to tell your story back to the world.
Yeah.
Which,
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. Not everyone's a good storyteller.
agreed.
I would love to hear Stephen King's perspective on that, in fact.
A lot of bad writers.
A lot of bad writers. But I guess I agree with her point of, like, I wouldn't say it's, like, your story to tell, but, like, it's your story to live. Like,
right.
I don't know, and, like, craft, whatever your medium is.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I to me, that does kind of, like, map to the point you're raising, which I think is right. It's like, yeah, like, stop trying to help, but also, like, all you're going to be able to do is tell your story, so tell it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what she was on stage saying. This is what I know.
Right. And this is what I am put here to do.
Yeah.
I also thought her stuff about writing generally was interesting, where she was like, if you are a writer, you'll just, like, it's like an unimaginable burden, but you will just do it.
Yeah.
And it will be bad. And that seems
First
to be,
drafts
like,
are
the
always
prevailing thing of, like, this sucks.
Yep.
Which I actually do agree with, like, generally about writing and like, creativity is it's just, like, unimaginable pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like, but you have to do it or else, like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Yeah.
But yeah, she said something like, oh, sorry. She said something like, every writer you know, like, their first draft is, like, just, like, horrendous. Which I think we talk about a lot. Like,
and she said it's about putting your butt in the seat.
I think I wrote that down.
Persistence.
Like, sit down.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's
Doing
other.
it.
Oh, she said that thing of, like, writing is a debt of honor. Like, it's just
that.
like, and I think that is something we come back to a lot. Like, doing what do we say? It's a gift to do the work.
Totally.
I have a couple of examples of her writing that I really liked in the TED Talk,
Please.
if I may speak on that. She's at one point talking about, like, the horrors of humanity, and she's like, you know, you have to just, like, be witness to the greatness of human life, both in terms of, like, the horrible things that happen and, like, the amazing things that happen. She starts just, like, listing things off, and she says floods and babies and acne.
Yeah.
And I just thought acne was such a good choice, because it's such, like, and it's to the other stuff she's talking about being, like, so self-involved, where it's like, yeah, like, acne's fucking annoying.
It's like, as small as it is in the scheme of things, it is all consuming.
Totally.
In a person's life. Yeah.
It can feel as, like, menacing as a flood watch.
Yep.
As a flash flood.
Uh-huh.
I really liked that writing, and then the other one I wanted to highlight, God, it's like I just can't even function. When she was talking about, like, giving advice, this was just, like, I thought, a beautiful line, help is the sunny side of control.
I highlighted the same.
Which is, God, it's just like when someone writes something like that, it's like, fuck you.
Yep.
It's so good.
Help is the sunny side of control really got me.
Is true.
So fucking
to an
true.
extent.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were the couple things I wanted to highlight.
I could not agree more with yours. I also highlighted she's talking about how, like, your true person is outside of time and space. And she just says, I'm every age I've ever been. So are you.
Yeah.
And that felt very, like, yeah.
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 It's very do revenge.
It's very do revenge. I also liked Grace as a, she's talking about just Grace being the most important kind of, like, thing,
Yeah.
tool in your life. And she talks about it as a means to get your sense of humor about yourself back. And I like that as, like a top objective of life. Like, you must have your sense of humor, but, like, that is, if you don't have that, you need to find your way there. And
Yeah.
Grace is a way, but, like, I like that as the goal. Like, you
And it is
must
so
maintain.
true.
Yeah.
Like, because how you seriously can't survive without it.
No. And ultimately, I think, like, to your point about the writing just being good, this whole thing she wrote, this whole TED talk she gave, funny.
It was funny. Another fuck you.
Yeah.
I was just like, she was killing.
And it's like that kind of like David Sedaris writing, where it's just so funny in the way it's conveyed, and it's not a punchline, it's not a constructed joke.
No.
It's
just very sharp.
observational,
Yeah.
and really hilarious.
And, like, she's doing Chanel. Like, no frivolous words.
Nope.
Just very incisive.
She's doing Chanel.
And, like, there were a couple times where she didn't get big laughs where I thought she deserved them. But
I know.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, just beautifully written, both moving and funny, which is, like, such a... There was also, I think, there were a couple times where she had, like, some of her rules were, like, very, like, pithy, like, and stupid, which
Yes,
I really
yeah,
liked.
yeah. And
she would say something, like, very profound, and then she would say, like I think
chocolate
her second,
with...
Yeah, I think her second rule was, like, most things can be fixed by unplugging and plugging them back in.
Yes. Or, like, chocolate with 70% cacao content is not food.
Yeah.
And then just
one of
that's
them was,
that in
like,
bed.
you can do better about food. And
Right.
you know what I mean.
You know what I mean. Just do a little better,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean.
And that was a really good, she was doing Langenkamp, like, stylistically, like,
Right.
having those, like, she knew where to place
The
the
variation.
moments.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I keep touching you. Sorry.
I wish you'd stop.
All right. Anything else to say about Anne Lamott?
No, but I do like her, and I'd like to
Yeah, me
read
too.
some stuff by her.
I do think Bird by Bird is a good read, if we wanted to do that as a...
Sure.
'cause I haven't read it since I was
It's kind of like Hunger Games, where you're returning to the...
Please
You're
donate
early.
if you'd like us to read Bird by Bird.
Yep. I would be kind of interested in reading her. When I scanned her Wikipedia, it seemed like her most recent publish. She got married at 65 for the first time ever.
Really?
Yeah, to a guy who was like an executive in a marketing firm, and then like walked away to become a full-time writer.
Wow. Kind of like us.
Totally.
You
And
can cut that. Sorry.
no, it's fine. But I think that could be interesting. Her thoughts
Yeah.
on love, because that's what it seems like this most
Is she
recent book is
mostly a
about.
nonfiction writer? Because I really have only read Bird
I
by
think
Bird.
a lot of nonfiction. Yeah,
Okay.
she does some fiction too. Her father was a writer too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Okay.
Can I? Can I ask you a question?
You can.
Thanks. What's the most romantic thing that happened to you this week?
Okay, mine is pretty, like, it's not one of my, well, no, here's mine. You were looking at me so menacingly in your sunglasses, which, now I'll bring up for the first time.
What sunglasses?
Molly's hiding her sty.
I've got a bad one.
The most romantic thing that happened to me this week, I think it was just my entire day yesterday was so romantic to me.
Totally.
It was such a loaf about day, as I said earlier. It was like a lazy hangover day, but Erin was here visiting. She stayed with me.
Jealous?
Yeah, sorry. But, like, we woke up kind of late, dumpster diving, obviously. Molly came over, then we went out and got lunch with Jupes, and then we went to Molly's and we put on Hocus Pocus and we all fell asleep on the couch and literally, like, did nothing all damn day.
Mm-hmm.
Ordered takeout, Then we went to a bar and had like 3 beers and watched. It was Saved a Man's Life. Watched the Dodgers game. But anyway, sorry, I'm
All in a
repeating
day's work.
everything we said earlier. But it was just very romantic. It like reminded me of college a little bit because
Totally.
from college, obviously.
Yeah.
And it was such just like a, I don't know, go to the caf,
Yeah.
watch a movie,
Yeah.
and then go out again, but at 30. And it was just like, we laughed so much yesterday. We
Yeah.
were like, and we weren't even being that fun.
We're
We're
being
always
kind of
pretty
funny, yeah.
But just laughing so hard all day. And Erin made a good book because she asked me what my most romantic was this morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told her, and she was like, yeah, it's just like, and also like never wanting it to end. Like,
Literally.
she was like, I never felt this weekend like I need to be alone right now, which like I famously love being alone.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel that way either. It was just
No,
like,
I know.
Erin's so easy to have also. She's just like so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was a very like fun friendship day at 30.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I mean, to loaf on a couch with, it's like,
To be in a pile with my friends on the couch.
completely, yeah.
Nothing better.
And I don't mean to co-opt your most romantic, but this is really resonating for
Yeah.
me. This whole weekend have had like just an echo of a thought like, God, this is exactly what I hoped 30 would look like.
Yeah.
I'm living my adult life exactly how I prayed it would go down.
Putting my phone down the trash, dude.
But literally like throwing detailed, meticulous theme parties that like,
Making-
lo and behold, 35 people will be game to
Do.
participate
Yeah.
in. And then spending the next day just like we never left college on a couch.
Yeah.
It's just good shit.
Yeah.
And we luckily, I mean, we talked about this too this weekend, how it's been like really fortunate. We've had a number of weekends this fall that we've done this. It's the happiest I ever am when
Yeah.
it's like,
Just with my friends.
and we laugh and laugh and laugh.
We really crack each other up. It's
Yeah.
actually disgusting.
It's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Erin has said, you know, it's not really fair that Mittens just gets grandfathered in. But
She was talking about her boyfriend.
yeah.
And how he has to like work for our affection, even though we really like
Yeah,
him.
right,
I don't know
totally.
what she's even talking about.
But Mittens benefits from,
Being around for
you
a
know,
long time.
12 years
Yeah.
of shared history. But that adds to the just wonderful romance for me where he is part of it. I
Yeah.
feel really lucky for that.
Yeah, and like I was thinking that the other day, like Mittens was playing his video games, and me and Aaron's are like, Mittens, hey Mittens, like we just don't have any boundaries with
No,
Mittens.
like Hector farted in all of our faces.
Oh yeah,
But I accused Mittens, and Mittens immediately turns around and goes, "It was them."
points to me and Aaron, and I was like, hey, fuck you.
And it was all along very clear to everyone it was the dog.
Yeah, for sure it was the dog.
But it was a good chain of accusations,
Yeah, it
no
was.
less.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's so nice that like, yeah, it like Mittens. I mean, God, when Mittens first came around, we were like hanging out in our beds, and Mittens was just there.
From the jump,
And he's
yeah.
still that way.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, okay, well, that's a really good one, and like it counts for me too.
Yeah.
so-
Oh, I thought was that.
No, you can ask me.
Oh, you have another one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could.
Do you want to? We'll do it, and then we can cut it.
Okay.
What's the most romantic thing that happened to you this week?
Well,
Beyond
it's
that?
yours too.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll tack one on because you stole mine.
I did not. You didn't have one.
Yeah, it's true. I'll add to it.
Okay.
In addition to
We'll do a yes and.
a yes and. In addition to just like my utmost gratitude for these friendships that have been my sustenance for so long. And like Mittens being part of it, I'll add my parents being part of it.
Oh my God! Yeah.
We talked on the phone with my parents at least twice throughout the
Yeah.
weekend. They're like calling about the party. They're calling, but it's every time it's straight to speakerphone, and
Yeah, I love your parents so much.
They
in a way
love-
that I'm sure kind of creeps them
not at
out.
all. They're so invested in you and Aaron. It was really like
They are
beyond-
like so important to me. I literally said last night their marriage like means everything.
I you should also note, after my wedding, Mittens and I headed out on our honeymoon. Siege and Aaron just stayed on to dinner with my parents.
They took us out on a boat ride. Like, Aaron and I were like, wait, why are we still here? And then, like, your mom was like, well, do you want to hang out later? And we were like, yeah. They took us on a boat ride, and then the four of us went out to dinner. Actually, the four of us also almost got tattoos. We were like, tattoo near me.
My dad would never,
yeah,
was
your
he?
mom was like,
Of course she would have gotten a tattoo with you, yeah.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
They're so
I would have
fun.
been so fucking pissed if I came
That's
back
fair.
and you guys all got tattoos without me. So yeah.
Alrighty. That was a great one.
Well,
So true.
goodbye.
Bye.